Hi there everyone, I hope you're doing really well. My name is Emily. Welcome to the YouTube video here on the channel. Today we're doing another bit of route learning. We're here in Tonbridge West Yard with 3 Quebec 50, the 1023 Tonbridge West Yard to Slade Green Depot. This is a train that actually starts in Doncaster, comes out of Tonbridge, spends the night in Tonbridge, and then heads to Slade Green. You've got Arlington Fleet barrier, X315 X Peps, hooked up to a 466, another barrier on the back. Not much to do in the cab of the 6060 setup. Reverser goes in and forward. What I'll do is turn my tail lamps off, turn my headlights to yard mode, as we are going to be in the yard, starting off in the yard. As you can see, this is 66751 with its Eurospec headlights. What we'll do is let the brake off, give a blast on the horn, and take power. Our start speed limit within the yard is 15 miles per hour. And we're going to start on our way towards Gravesend, where we hand over to another driver. Gravesend is around a 35-mile drive, which takes about 45 minutes to complete. There we go, so now at 15, so we've got power off now. And we're going to sort of coast our way out of here and open my drink. Why am I opening a drink, which you can tell isn't Monsters from the sound it makes? I shall turn my DSD on, I should do that. Well, it's my birthday in this video. It's my birthday. Go to daytime headlights. Yeah, no, today is my 26th birthday. Believe it or not, this is the 8th anniversary or so of me having a YouTube channel. That's pretty crazy. Yeah. So we're just gonna coast and wait for the signal to clear, but we are basically gonna be continuing straight shot down to Paddock Wood, up the Medway Valley to Strood, and then along the line towards Dartford as far as Gravesend. Well, like I say, we drop into Gravesend and we stop there. Okay. I think I will just be adhering to GB fancy driving policy there. There we go. Signal's cleared. We'll full power out of here. Because of how short the train is, we should be able to go straight up to 7, like just full power without redlining it. Yeah! Thunder! Whoa, whoa, whoa. I think that's going to... No, that's not over exceeding. Wow. We will also have a look at the back. So as you can see, this is Labizerin with its little tail lamps there. And got a 466. So this is an Arlington Fleet Services. Like I said, this is basically, as far as TS is concerned, this is a Class 315 driving coach, except it's obviously a T7 barrier wagon. So James Ivel's put a load of child objects on the windows and doors, and it's quite a nice little livery. I've seen these quite a few times actually at Donny. And yeah, barrier wagon there. Obviously I think it's an X508, I think, from memory. And it's obviously just been modified to be a T7 barrier wagon. There's 60. So what we'll do is, this train is path to run at 75. 75 is our maximum speed today. Between the locos and the barriers, they're all limited to 75. So I'll build up to 75 and then coast. That's Tonbridge Royal Mail Depot going by on the left. That was nearly an embarrassing moment there. Yeah, so just want to up that audio just because I'm on the rather louder train than this in the last video, so just tweak that slightly. But yeah, so like I say, it's been a hot minute. Well, not a hot minute, but it's been a while I've been doing YouTube, and it's quite scary really to think that, like I say, it's been the full 8 years now, which is That's a long time. I remember when I was 8, I didn't think I was old. But, like, well, actually, I did think I was old. You know, I've had 3 YouTube channels, 3 gaming channels, and a cosplay channel in that time. And this one is done the best of all of them. This one's about 3 years old now. This one was made just before the pandemic in 2019. And, yeah, it's been a fun time without you, my friend. I don't know what song I'm singing, but I'm gonna have a go anyway. So you got 75 in the box. I'll just keep it going. Keep her going. Got a flashing amber ahead, I can see. Ugh. Ugh. That was weird. I burped while shaking my head. It was jet-powered burp for a second before a jet-powered head shake. That's cool. That's a Beacon 66. Nyong. So the local livery, by the way, I wanted to last time I'm going to pause, I promise. This one is in the TS Train Sim community, from the Train Sim community website, including the lovely 3D nameplate there. And so is this one. 66 797. What's 797? Is this 798? 7510. 797, you can see it's in the Beacon rail livery because this one will be at least 2 GB from Beacon. And it's got the full headlight mod config on it, so that's quite cool. It's just running along the light engine, which is rather cool. You can see the child objecting for the buffers there. Which has been similar manoeuvre's been done on this one, I think. Ooh. Yep. So power off. Yeah, flashing doubles. That is indicating the divergence to the thing. I have managed to do an overspeed, so I'm going to slow the train down. No, my luck, that 5 miles an hour means the 466 is now going to be returned to Doncaster for a full overhaul. But, yeah. Okay, we'll go flashing single, and then I'll stand on the brakes going through there. Like I say, with the barriers, and basically brakes and all the full train are cut in, so I've got a really good braking train. It's 40 and then it's 25 entering the platform, but we can do that. I'm actually weirdly going to be coming to this part of the world before you guys see this video. Well, it's over that way, the part of the world I'm going to. Penshurst Place. Single amber over there. You keep beep boop. Beep 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 boop. Beep boop. Beep 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 boop. Beep boop. Boop beep 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 beep. Beep 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 beep. Beep beep. Beep 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 beep. Got a 377 coming out the thingy there. 375. It's a Sparky style. I know that much. Can't tell if it's 375 or 377. It says no visual difference except for the DO systems. 377. I've got the community patch to weather them. I do not like it. Whilst it's not unrealistic, I just don't like it. It looks weird, especially on the 377s. We're now being crossed over into a thingy. Because we're notch 3 of power, just to build us back up a bit. It looks alright on that 375, but yeah. Right, as we arc around to the left here, this is, like I say, taking us onto the Medway Valley line. Yeah, there was a supercut of Moman. Because this is the, what GCG James as is now more commonly known. But as he obviously worked, so he lived in one of the. He posted on his channel that he's in Snodland. So yeah, Snodland. I don't think I'm doxing him too much there. But yeah, so his local station is Snodland. There we go. That's probably the more accurate, because I don't actually know where he lives. But no, he's obviously in Snodland, and catches the train to work at Dovetail Towers. So yeah, and there's a supercut he made for his channel for Medway Valley Line, Medway Valley Line. And it's just like when it was announced, it's great. Medway Valley Line. No, Tonbridge, West. Like I say, this line, it's weird. I lived in Chatham for 10 months, but because of the pandemic, I was basically hiding at home for the duration. And yeah, I didn't like. I was in the southeast, and so none of like this special fraction. I like literally my first 375, right, wasn't until this year. Oh, last year, 2022. Yeah, my first 375 was a well, I boarded it and just did Waterloo East to Charing Cross because I was going to the Transport Museum. But so my first proper 375 was from Charing Cross to Tonbridge, which is the event I'm going to again, in June. So that's fun. I just stay at 45 now, and we're at 45. Basically, most of the journey. There's some bits where it jumps down, and we'll follow that. But yeah, should be good to go. Alright. Yeah, hopefully you guys have been having a wonderful day. Like I say, it's my birthday. I think there's a song I was trying to sing in there somewhere. Weirdly, like I say, I'm recording this in the middle of May, so it's just weird. Well, a little over a month before my birthday, I'm recording it, and I'm like, I know it's near, but it also just feels like it's a mile away. How do you do horns as a train driver? Do you do what you're supposed to do? Short blast the high tone, short blast the low tone, or one of those two combinations, or like 12% on just to keep us going. Like I say, these barriers do just look absolutely stunning. They are still considered driving vehicles though, so just be careful with that. That'll probably be the Medway. Important note, in 3/4 of a mile from the exit point here, we drop down to a 20. I mean, we could, because of how good the brake performance is, we could just do it visually, but still. Pretty warning, I'm aware. I'll probably brake some point after this W board. Let's do. Let's do it there, just not skimming that speed back. The 375 coming the other way on a Medway Valley Line service. And I know that's a 375 because that's all that comes down here. With my colleague on the 375, well, a southeastern colleague on the 375, I should say. We're delivering one of his trains back to the back to the depot, so he can be thankful to us for that. And this is Molling Station. So Yolding. Southeast of England does have some fun place names. I think from memory I've actually dropped a bomb on Yolding in DCS. Yeah, that's like what the things you do in your private time, isn't it? It's take your original place, your old place of work, drop a nuclear bomb on it, or a tactical nuclear bomb. Because why the crap not? No, keep power on. Keep her going. Keep her going. It does seem a smidge wasteful, doesn't it? Using a diesel freight loco to deliver an electric EMU on, on electrified track. I wonder what's more expensive. So, fun fact. At least in terms of passenger tax, I'm not too sure about the Fox. There's basically a flat rate you pay for a multiple unit. Well, actually, I said it'll be pretty different for the Fox, but for multiple units, the Tox pay pretty much a flat fee for like every unit that's out in traffic. And even if it does one train, if a unit just does, I don't know, freaking Newcastle to York in a day. I'm sorry, I got caught about the DSD because I was spamming the Q key. Because I'm used to TSW and used to jumping out the seat when I press E. And no, it was E because it's frickin' AP stuff. I'm sorry, I'm a failure. Well, I guess you get a chance to see me fix the train. So, backspace to lift the plunger. And then hold the train brake in the release position until the brake actually comes off. And press my overcharge button there. And that is purely on the strength of basically press the overcharge button when you like your first couple of some wagons up. But we lost all the air out the air system because I thingied it. But it's good to press the overcharge button because it actually forces all the brakes off on the train and gets us a clean move away. You see that drop off in a couple of seconds. I have been doing a lot of UK stuff recently for route loading. Well, last 2 weeks and next week is definitely UK. So I'm probably going to do American stuff in July for, basically Independence Day and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, the plans to do, like I say, Americanized stuff for that. So I don't know what my voice does. Like Americanized stuff for that. Um, and then Westonbury. Do Americanized stuff for that, and then back over to Europe. May actually be rearranging next week's video, as long as I can get Peak Forest recorded soon, which I should be able to do, to be fair to myself. Yeah, I've got a plan for what I'm got a plan. Da 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 da. There's 45 in the box, so what we'll do is we'll just go boop, boop. I'm definitely going to bed after this. I'm going to get my hair cut tomorrow, but I just don't want to. I think I'm going to push it back a week. Push it back, and then that'll mean I should decide what I want done, because bit of the ness for me. I found an old iCloud account, and me with short hair I'm really insecure about, and so I want to keep long hair because I feel like I look drastically better with long hair, and drastically more, I'm just not comfortable with my own appearance with long hair, but I'm sort of smarting it up for an interview I've got on the 24th. I've got some rest days between now and then, so I'm going to book it on those rest days, but still, it's just stress. I think it's quite a relaxed drive, this, isn't it, on the Medway Valley line? Very different what you see next week. Next week we're in an AC electric locomotive. Okay, so we're just going to coast for 40. And this should be us dropping in to Maidstone, I think, if I'm not mistaken, which I probably am. Yeah, I do like a 66. I only bought one today. And I was like, no, I'm going to be good, I'm not going to spend money. Which, to be honest, I do have, but still. Now, I sold a piece of rolling stock and bought some new stuff. 40, didn't use any brake, and it just brought off speed back down. I think this is actually Maidstone, I am correct in thinking, I believe. No, it's not. East Molling. My bad. My B. What, we just passed the 43 mile post. I wonder where that's 43 miles from. Like, which route that would stop measuring on, because that's probably be about, what, 20 miles from, or 25 miles from here. No, it won't be. It was 35 to start off with. We've been driving for 25 minutes. So it'll be... crap. I fucked it. We're at 40. I'm going to stay at 40 until I sight the speed change, and then I brake for it. Just means that we can recover some time from that emergency brake application before. And this is Maidstone now, so I got a bit ahead of myself there. Bit ahead of myself. Maidstone signal box on the right hand side. Maidstone. This is Maidstone West. We'll go under the line for Maidstone East. Maidstone East has a fairly major freight train derailment. From memory, the driver was actually drunk and speeding quite badly as he threw the train off the track. And that's the reason that the railway is so shit hot on drug and alcohol now, is this crash. Or the crash in this area, I should say. Good at notch 5, let the train rev up a bit and accelerate back up to 45 as we pass through Maidstone Barracks. This scenario today is done by me. I'm not sure if I will release it just because there's so many requirements in it. And I'm going to probably add one or two more. If it does get released, I will let you know. I will link to it in the description down below. It's a pretty fun little scenario. I really enjoy driving it. Yeah. 45. There's a warning for a 20. We've got ages until we need to be at 20 though, so I want to coast it in for now. And it is a full mile to the 20 from here. I am literally just going to coast it. And 375 on a Medway Valley line surface. We'll stay at 30 for now. Yeah, you can see the 20 there, so really, got ages. This is probably my favourite, the best angles of driving from perspective of actually able to see what I'm doing without the hood. The benefit of the hood, I should say. This is our 45 again. Yay. I think it's a 45, isn't it? 40. 40 is good enough for me. 40 builds our speed back up, which is correction 30. Well, same difference. 30. See, to me, 30 feels like a decent speed to move at. 20 just doesn't. 20 makes me feel crazy in my head. This is Snodland. Aylesford. Sorry, Aylesford Station. I thought I knew this route quite well, actually, but turns out I don't. Who'd have thunked it? 30 over 40, so got a 30 limit still here. And 45 back in the window, so... a bit of slip kicking in there, so I'll reduce my throttle off and put it back on. 45 for nearly there. And then we'll coast at 45. No, overcooked it again. No, doesn't work. Snodland. Sorry, my apologies. This is Snodland. I like here for trains. No. So I like here for local bus services. There we go. There's no trains here. No trains in Snodland. Do not like here. If you want trains. We're nearly there. It is a bit of a journey, this, but we are getting there. You see the bridge there? So nearly there. We're nearly there, we're nearly there, we're nearly, we are nearly there, we're nearly there, we're nearly there, we're nearly. You know, I'm looking at eBay and just seeing the price of the Akira Scale Mark 5s. I'm almost tempted to sell mine, but I kind of like having all 16 of them. They don't seem to be selling for the price people are asking for them anyway. Do them for a reasonable price and probably make a decent amount of money off it all. But yeah, there's someone selling the TPE coaches I got paid 180 quid for 329. Like, fuck off. Like, I've just done some load of detailing work on mine. Just fitted a load of like people inside, and I'm going to fit destinations in the windows as well in the driving coach. I'm going to do the rest of them. It's just I'll probably do like 1 or 2 coaches a month. Just take my time with it, you know. Just give it a bit of the beans. Yeah, this is the A6, I believe, flyover. Or, I think it's, no, it'd be the A4, I think, something like that. A4, well, it's the road to Dover, basically, and, of course, HS1. So, we've driven over that bridge when we did the Ashford route loading video. And then this is the Medway shopping centre. I think it's technically a Rochester shop. It's like named after Rochester, but it's a bit weird. So I literally stayed in this building here, which is the Premier Inn in reality. And that's McDonald's I had breakfast in. Yeah, feels weird when you know like a part of the world so like quite well. Like I stayed there. Literally, took a photo out the window of my hotel room, and it was overlooking the line. Only saw 375 sadly, but you never know. Yeah, the thing is, like, I checked in at like about 9 at night, 9 or 10 o'clock at night. It was quite late. No, it would have been 10 o'clock at night. Yeah, because I was with Richard from Dad Rail Richard. He was going to work. I was going to the hotel room. That'd been a cool day because we went to Harrogate. Basically, so that day, me and Hannah were meant to go Newcastle, Newark, walk over to Castle, and then use that Easter Mids talk passes because my talk has mutual acceptance for talk passes with East Mids. Unfortunately, there was quite major disruption due to flooding that day, so our train was like 45 late by the time, and it was 45 late while still being an hour away. I was like, yeah, no, that's not getting here anytime soon. So we boarded a TPE to York, and then as we're approaching York, went, there's a line to Harrogate in Knaresborough, so why don't we do that? And we did, and it was a really nice little day out. That's why I got my pride GBR of 66, then caught a train from there to London, and then there to wherever it is that Dad Rail's located, the super secret Dad Rail headquarters. I don't know how much of his location is given away, so I don't want to say. I'm fairly sure he said which town, but it's just not worth me doxing. Again. There you go, we've got a proceed aspect, so we do have a 25 going past that, which drops to a 15, so start slowing down a bit. And over there, that's Rochester Castle, and that's Rochester Town. Rochester. I used to be here a lot. Over there, I think it's probably that building there actually. Well, this is Morrison's, and I think like over there is the Tesco's I used to shop at. That's the really shit thing about living in Chatham. Sorry for being rude. So living in Rochester, it was so difficult to access like reasonable shops. There was a Co-op near my house, but then because I didn't have a car, it was either like a 35-minute walk here or a 25-minute walk in at Chatham to get something. from like a proper shop, and it's again okay, you know, 25 and 35 minutes, you know, and it's a first world thing, but it's just a pain in the arse carrying stuff that far, you know. It's the 15. Interestingly, we're getting send through platform 3, which is fine. It's no quicker or slower. This entire area of Strood's a 15 limit, so yeah. Have disembarking train at Strood Station now. Just realised we got put into a weird platform. I think. No, we didn't. I'm imagining things when I came in here. And I'm getting an Uber back to my hotel. Because again, it's equidistant between the two things. And I was just that tired. I was like, I need an Uber. Mom, get me. Mom, lol. No, just get me my Uber. Mom, get me an Uber. I want an Uber. I don't know what's happening. I think Emily's lost her mind. I mean, it's taken long enough, right? Am I right, home viewers? Am I right? What did I miss? What did I miss? Do 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 do. So you can see we're now basically arcing around it here, and you've got a 45 limit there, but we need to give sort of all 4 coaches of our little rake there a chance to make their way through. And I quote, power! And yeah, I got very distracted there. Look how quickly the speed washes off. Bang, and the speed is gone. There you go. There's your jug for the day. That's right, I said it. It's your jug for the day. Next landmark we'll see is Who Junction, and then it's Gravesend. We've got like 4 or 5 miles to go at this point. We're nearly there, we're nearly there, we're nearly, we are nearly there. So bloomin' tired. Probably go deep up on the horns. So this area, I would argue, it's a foot crossing for the yard. People should be more vigilant. I think complacency builds, yeah, complacency can think you from that. Also, look how cool this representation is. Got some ballast wagons over there. 66, and then the yard itself over here. HOAs. I need to build that up a bit longer that way, apparently. 66s. I've got a rake. I've got a stick. Sent a stick these together like this. Really, not as anything other than just you know, got 701, early 66, green freight liners, which is the look they've always had, and you know, yellow and red. And also, these are the HOA wagons that came from Broadrail. Look how good they look. Really handy is for Who Junction, because that's like the one memory I have of Who Junction Yard is there's just 66 is bloody everywhere. HOA is bloody everywhere in it. So yeah. Ooh, I could do a podcast on YouTube. What could I should I even do for a podcast, eh? Yes, I waved to that 700. We were deep on the horns because we are approaching the things there. We'll just keep us at 70, just on the way into Gravesend. I'm really going to knock this speed back down to 40 now. Yeah, we are basically bringing the speed back on the approach to Gravesend. Say 45 and then something or other. Just stay at 30 now. Were they doing sunflowers? Why they went for that design? I suppose mechanically it's not too difficult to replicate. Or not too difficult to create, I should say. Look at that. But anyway, as always, thank you guys for watching today's YouTube video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button. Subscribe to see more from me on a regular basis. I upload videos every Monday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Until next time, guys. Bye-bye. I think I'm tired now, want to break on. we're leaving the station here, so I'm actually going to try and stop as close. Put my cab door near the thing there, and so we can set the departure signal. There we go. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.